I am Kouzom and I hope you are doing well while watching this video. This video will be the first part of the first section that I already have on my website, which is about how to read scientific texts. It can be scientific article, it can be academic/scientific book, annual reports, you name it. So, I used to feel and experience scientific/academic texts are very dull, very difficult to read. I used to forget about what I was reading about after maybe reading the first page, and absolutely I used to have the worst headache while reading. And this is because of two reasons. The first one is because the authors or researchers use specific terminologies on the subject that we usually are not very familiar with. Sometimes we feel like they're using another language that we are expected to read, but they are basically just using precise words, precise terminologies, just to make it easier for us to understand the real meaning of the information they want to give us. And the second reason is maybe because we are not very interested on the subject, and nor we want to be interested on the subject. So before you start reading, make sure that you are interested on the subject, or at least you want to learn more about it because of any future plans. To start with is understanding, and I really mean understanding the meaning of the head title and the subtitles of the text. And try to create a vivid image, a tangible image of the content, because the clearer the image you have in your head, the easier for you to follow the content of the text. And if you are hesitating or you don't know how to create those vivid images or tangible images, because not all words that we use are tangible, we have intangible and tangible words, I really recommend this tiny book, which is about creating a memory palace. You see, it's still on me, but anyway, yeah, it will go in depth and steps on how to do that. I'm not going to get into this right now. And then the second thing we need to think about while reading scientific text is about understanding how the text is written. And it is, to your surprise, is written in a very simple way, in a very simple structure, which is no matter how long the text is, depending on the head subject of the whole text, it must be divided into smaller chunks, and those chunks you can think about them as mini texts, but they are called paragraphs. So each paragraph will start with an introduction of the paragraph that is about a specific idea. And the last sentence, or the two sentences, if the paragraph is big, maybe that big, is a summary about the paragraph. And everything in between is further explanations or examples, or if the paragraph is big, there will be more information to take care of. So you need to double skim reading to see what the author wants you to understand, basically. So this rule will continue with you throughout all of the text. Each paragraph starts with an introduction, usually the first sentence, or the first two sentences, or the second sentence of the paragraph, but normally, as I said, the first sentence. And then explanations or examples, and then a summary of the paragraph. And voila, here you have the steps on how to read and how you stay focused, and you're always creating this structure and giving your brain those signals that, okay, now we are beginning with introduction, now we are taking some examples, now we are having a summary. And my recommendation is, no matter how perfect you are in reading, to start reading the introduction part of the book or the paper or scientific paper, and then go immediately to the summary or conclusion to understand what is the text about to give me and what conclusions, what results they came up with. So you have kind of a structure of ideas, and then for maybe any reason you are in a hurry, you can't read all of the content of the book or the text, you see what spots you want to go in depth in, and you go and search for them throughout the content of the text. So hopefully you have learned something through this video. See you hopefully in the next one. Take care.